put your headset on, by the way.
God damn it. Ron.
Could you step it up? Like,
I don't. Look, honestly.
who's the contestant right now? Like,
Ladies and
are
gentlemen,
you
it's
kidding
Golden
me?
Boy here with Mewtwo King's cousin, Rohn Jobert.
Delete this! Delete this!
See, there you go. You toss some shade, fam.
I'm
I'll come
going
right
last
back at
now. Gabriella, please.
you. Gabriella, please. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the analyst desk here. And what a game we just saw between Obey and Rival Golden Boy alongside Rohn Jobert. Ron, how you feeling, man?
I feel very good. I feel probably a lot better than Rival does because I did not just surrender a losing game.
No, there. Shots fired immediately.
What?
Okay, well, seriously, though. Let's talk about this because Rival, they were off to a great start in that game.
Huge
What
start.
What happened?
The issue was that their snowball did not spill over to any of the other lanes.
Yeah.
Nemesis starting 5-0 at 10 minutes. If you look at that, you should see a death wish. But she stayed in solo way too long. Sobek got tanky regardless of how long she was there, and she was not able to put any pressure onto mid or duo.
Yeah, and that just essentially led to Ice Baby, just dominating.
Right.
So let's stop, collaborate, and listen, okay? Because
What's your new invention?
Oh my goodness gracious, I hate you.
I'm 22 years old.
So let's you know what, and that makes a lot of sense. It's a joke that falls flat with the young kids, But the big moment of the game though, Ataraxia.
Carried.
The way that he survived that initial play. I mean, why don't you run that through that for me?
The initial play, which I'm imagining is the double med.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing Ataraxia collapsed on. And Ataraxia has such good calls that he can say, okay, I'm being collapsed on. Obey, I need your help. It's like a bat signal up into the air. And they followed through. They had a med right after another. The Karakin could have killed him, but Maniac coming in with that second meditation was perfect.
Yeah, I mean, who would you say is Robin in that situation?
Who is Robin in that situation? I would say Emilzy would look the best in tights.
Fair point.
But I also don't want to put that onto him because I think that's a decision that he should be able to make himself.
Fair point. All right. So in that play, though, I mean, obviously that led to Ataraxia and the rest of Obey being able to secure themselves a win here. But what do you want to see different from Obey going into the finals, knowing how this game had played out?
I want to see them be able to say, okay, so not every game is going to snowball in our favor, or not every game is not going to snowball. Because the way that they played, it was almost like they knew that the game was going to 2018. It went to 22 until the surrender, but they knew that they were going to reach that late game. If Rival plays that correctly any other time, they lose.
Really?
I think so.
So then in that same light, though, where does Rival go from here? Because this is a team that obviously has a lot of potential and a lot of talent, and they're throwing a lot of unique things out there.
They're throwing a lot of unique things out there. They're honestly bringing a lot back to the meta. They brought Bologna back hard, especially with that Mystical Mail and that Vanguard. But the issue there is that they have a lot of camping mentality, especially Ice Baby and Deathwalker. You have that, and it's like, okay, well, I'm going to stay on your lane because you're getting so much pressure. But they don't realize that as long as the game goes on, that pressure is not going to amount to anything in those team fights.
Yeah, and I think that for Rival, I mean, you mentioned before about like the potential this team has and all that stuff. Is this a squad that you could potentially see like maybe going to Worlds or something like that and contending at the top there?
I think I do. I think that the teams such as Energy, they lost early. You would never see that, especially Obey in last Worlds going all the way to the finals. I think if Obey plays anybody but Energy, they win Worlds last year because they were so strong. But you have to wait until you get used to the meta.
Yeah.
Teams are not used to the meta right now. They might be, especially the Rival meta that they've established themselves.
Ah, I like that. The Rival meta. This guy. Catchphrases. And then finally, I just got to ask you, now that Obey is going to the finals, do you think they could win it all?
I think they can win it all, especially because their team comps are so varied. Even though Milzy only plays Terra, apparently that's all he's good at. It's very unfortunate that they have such a, varied way of playing. They either snowball or they just kind of wait it out. I'd like to see them push and win early, those early team fights. You do not see those early EU team fights like Obey does very well on any other squad, especially in NA. But EU fighting so early would completely change the game.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Ron. Really appreciate it, guys. When we come back, plenty more Smite action here at the Smite Masters 2017, and we'll see you on the other side.
Hey, what's up, folks? Tom Baddinger here. On behalf of everybody that took part, thanks for watching the caster. We really appreciate it. But if you want to dig even deeper and find behind-the-scenes action, some commentary, and all the other fun stuff, check out the caster's YouTube page, youtube.com/thecastershow. We definitely appreciate it, and we'll see you later.